Ma'am, Rahul Gandhi says that you are in Amethi, so you should also look about the food park.
This is the first time in the history of Indian politics that a winning and sitting MP has told a losing candidate to do something about his own constituency. This in itself is very, very indicative that Mr. Gandhi is not dependent on his own capabilities as a member of parliament, but chooses that I join hands with him so that Amethi gets development. The question that I had asked in Lok Sabha 2014 and asked today is that why the 10 years that the Congress was in power, Amethi saw absolutely no development. It is now a proven fact that the food park was cancelled during the Congress regime. It is a known fact that the land was never made available for the food park during the Congress regime. Question that arises today is this: why is it that Rahul Gandhi deems it fit to now bring about a fallacy in front of the people of Amethi? Is it to protect his own image?
Ms. Harsimrat Kaur Badal, ma'am, the issue of the mega food park in Amethi is constantly coming to corner the BJP, especially in the Lok Sabha. Again and again, the Congress party trying to corner the government.
No, I think it's the Congress that has been cornered, not the BJP. The politics of deception being practiced by the Congress party, and especially, unfortunately, the young leader who should be playing positive politics, has for the last 4 years not been able to ensure a mega food park sees the light of day in his own constituency, in spite of his own government being there. But the worst is that the politics of deception has reached another level where a mega food park, which is supposed to be operational in 2 years, after 4 years till date, has no land, has no permissions, has no electricity connection for this park. In spite of all these things, on the eve of election, Mr. Rahul Gandhi takes the minister and lays a foundation stone that a mega food park is coming up here. It's clear that he wanted to deceive the people of that constituency for electoral gains. And today, when those people are asking questions, when it's been cancelled, to deflect the issue from his own shortcomings, he thinks he can come here and blame the Prime Minister and blame our government, and we will silently watch. Well, he's mistaken. This is a government which knows its job, which is working for the farmers and for the nation. This is a Prime Minister who says Sabka Saath and Sabka Vikas. This is not a jhoot moot ki sarkar which practices politics of deception.
Ma'am, your government has already given out the details saying that no particular permissions were taken, no sanctions were taken to set up the food park even 4 years ago. But Rahul Gandhi is still maintaining his stand, and the entire Congress brigade still after the BJP.
I've got letters to show where the Petroleum Ministry has said we are not going to be giving it gas at any concessional rates. I've got minutes of the meetings where the promoters have said that we are not interested because it is not viable for us unless we get gas at concessional rates. I have got minutes of the meeting where the promoters have said the land is still not with us because they have not paid up for money for the land. For a mega food park. So I have got all these things on records. Let him show what he's got on record, and that is the reason why he runs away from the house, and his party gets into the well of the house and starts screaming every time I stand up to give these facts in front of the country.
In fact, he's also asking that even as Smriti Irani, another Union Cabinet Minister, is there in Amethi, that hopefully she can go and at least set up the Amethi food park.
Well, first of all, that is Smriti Irani's constituency as well. She fought the elections from there. And I definitely think what Rahul Gandhi could not do in 10 years, if somebody applies for Amethi for a food park, we will ensure that that food park comes in within the time limit. But a company that Mr. Rahul Gandhi brought for the food park, who has written to us that it's not viable, I can't force them to do it, because when he could not make them do it, it was obviously a person who he had just put up as a front who was not interested in doing it. So today, if somebody else is interested in putting up a mega food park, my ministry would be more than happy to give them the necessary support.